welcome to the self-confidence hypnotherapy session to become less inhibited. This session will enable you to begin feeling freer, more expressive, and more at ease at being yourself in everyday life. You know, sometimes people hold back without even knowing why. They may have something to say, a natural warmth, a creative impulse, or simply a desire to join in. And then some old inner brake seems to press down. And perhaps that once had a purpose. Maybe it tried to keep you safe, approved, or out of trouble. But it's only useful when it's used at the right time. When we become too inhibited, life can start to feel smaller than it needs to be. Opportunities for connection, confidence, and self-expression may pass us by, not because we lack ability, but because some part of the mind has learned to stop us for too long. And your mind can learn a new sense of timing. It can learn when to pause and when to speak up, when to just stand by the sides, and when to take part. You can become more socially relaxed, more comfortable being seen, more willing to express what's already within you. This isn't about becoming loud or careless or not being yourself. It's about becoming more fully you, calmly, naturally, and freely. And now as you settle in and begin to make yourself comfortable in a place where you can relax undisturbed for a while, you can begin to let go of unnecessary self-consciousness and allow your deepened mind to discover just how good it feels to be comfortable in your own skin. And now you can take a long, slow, deep breath in. And as you breathe out, you can let your eyes just drift closed. And once they're gently closed, you can take another deep breath in. Hold it for a moment. And then let it out just as slowly. And just allow your body to begin to relax. The muscles, the fibers, all letting go. A sense of ease floating into your body. Now take another deep breath in. And as you breathe out, just allow the muscles around your eyes to begin to relax. Let those tiny muscles soften so completely that as long as you keep that relaxation there, those eyelids will feel too relaxed to bother opening. And when they're that relaxed in a moment, you can test them gently. Not to open them, but to prove to yourself just how relaxed they are. So now relax those eyelids so deeply that they just don't want to work. And give them a little test. That's right. And now stop testing and let that relaxation flow out into the rest of your face, down into your body. Let it move from the eyelids, down through the face, into the jaw and the neck, down into the shoulders, just allowing them to drop ever so slightly. It feels like a warm wave moving downwards, soothing everything it touches. In a moment, I'll ask you to open and close your eyes. And when you close them, you can double that relaxation. Open your eyes now and then close them and double it. Feeling that relaxation throughout your body. Once again, open and close, and this time twice as deep, twice as relaxed. And now one more time, open and close and let go completely. Let that relaxation move down through the chest, the stomach, into the back and the hips, all the way down the legs, over the calves, into the feet, all the way down to the tips of the toes. And as the body relaxes, the mind can relax too. And in a moment, I'll count down from 5 to 1. And with each number, any unnecessary thoughts can fade, drift and disappear. 5. Relaxing the mind. 4. Your thoughts slowing down. 3. Drifting deeper. 2. A quietness growing within. And 1. A mind calm, focused and open. And as you rest here, listening to my words and the spaces between the words, just imagine that you're standing at the top of a wide, gentle staircase. This staircase leads down into a quiet, private place where you can feel completely safe, accepted and free. There are 10 steps down, and with each step you can relax more deeply. With each step, the old unnecessary self-consciousness can loosen and fall away. 10. Stepping down now, feeling your body soften. 9. Deeper and calmer, the air around you peaceful and still. 8. A comfortable heaviness or lightness sensation spreading through you. 7. Letting go of any old tension in the shoulders, the jaw, the stomach and the chest. 6. Letting go of the need to notice every movement, every word, every thought and every expression. 5. Halfway down now. Maybe you notice a warmer kind of confidence beginning to grow. 4. It's as if there's some inner door opening within your mind. 3. Drifting deeper still to a place where the unconscious mind can learn and grow. 2. Almost there. And 1. Stepping into that private place of inner freedom. And you find yourself in a beautiful, open space. Maybe it's a garden, a beach, or a place beyond words. Somewhere where you can breathe more fully, and your body remembers how to be natural and at ease. In this place, imagine there's a gentle breeze, strong enough to carry away what you no longer need. Old embarrassments, old overthinking, that old fear of judgment and any hesitation. And with each breath, that breeze moves through you, clearing space within, until there's room for ease, for confidence, for self-expression. Room for the simple pleasure of being you. And while you rest in this deeper place within, your unconscious mind can begin making useful changes. Inhibition is often just protection that's become too overcautious. And you can begin to appreciate the part of you that tried to protect you, while also allowing that part to update, to relearn, to become more discerning. There's a big difference between wisdom and fear. Wisdom knows when to pause. It chooses. Fear pauses automatically. Fear repeats. And from this moment forward, your deeper mind can help you choose more freely. Being less inhibited doesn't mean losing control. It means gaining access to your voice, your humor, your warmth, access to the natural confidence that always been there beneath that habit of holding back. Perhaps you can remember a time, maybe as a child, maybe long ago, when you were more spontaneous. A time before you'd learned to judge yourself quite so much. Maybe a time when laughing easily, moving freely, and speaking honestly was so natural. And even if you don't remember a specific time, your unconscious mind knows that feeling well. And you can let that feeling begin to return now. Not forced or exaggerated, just natural. Just imagine for a moment that in front of you is a mirror. This isn't an ordinary mirror, a clear, kind, truthful mirror. In this mirror you see a version of yourself who's comfortably less inhibited, not reckless, not artificial, simply free to be themselves. Just notice how that you stands, the way they breathe, their relaxed face, their easy eyes, their calm, relaxed shoulders. Notice how that you speaks when there's something worth saying. Notice how that you laughs more naturally instead of holding back. That you joins in, contributes, responds and participates. And if you listen carefully now, you can hear the inner voice of that freer version of you saying, "It's safe to be myself. I can express myself calmly. I can enjoy being seen in the right ways. I can let go now." And as those words settle deep within, you can begin to take on the posture, the breathing, the attitude, the timing, and the permission. Now imagine stepping closer to that mirror, closer still. And in a moment you can step into that freer version of yourself, as though putting on a perfectly tailored suit. Step in now, that's right. Feel what it feels like from the inside. Your breathing changes, your body understands. Your mind becomes quieter in the right way. And instead of watching yourself from the outside, you begin living from the inside. And that's such an important change. Being overly self-conscious comes from imagining how you appear from the outside. But confidence grows when you return to the inside of your own experience. Inside your body, inside your breath, inside your values and your natural rhythm. And from within yourself you can respond, you can speak, you can move, and you can be. Now allow your mind to drift to a future situation where you'd like to feel less self-conscious. Perhaps being with friends, meeting new people, speaking in a group, sharing an idea, saying yes or no, or simply allowing yourself to take up a little more space. Watch that scene as if on a screen. See yourself there already changed. Notice you're calm, you're aware. You're not trying too hard, you're simply allowing more of yourself to be present in the moment. And now in that scene, something happens that in the past may have triggered the old holding back. Perhaps a thought, a look, a pause, a moment of attention. And this time, instead of shrinking within yourself, you breathe. You soften your shoulders, you feel your feet, and a new response happens. You continue calmly and naturally. You say the thing, you make the gesture, you share the smile. You allow the laugh take action, and it feels good to discover that nothing terrible happens when you're more yourself. Your life becomes richer. People respond to the real you. Opportunities find you more easily. Enjoyment moves through you more freely. And even if someone doesn't respond exactly as you'd hoped, you remain steady. Their response is only their response. It's not your identity, it's not your worth. It's simply their response. You can be free without needing anyone's approval. You can be expressive without needing perfection, confident without needing certainty. And the more you accept yourself, the less you need to perform, the more natural you become, the more magnetic, relaxed, and comfortable you feel. And now you can repeat these affirmations in a way that feels right just for you. I give myself permission to relax. I give myself permission to be sane. I give myself permission to enjoy my own personality. I give myself permission to participate in life. And every time you breathe comfortably in a social situation, your unconscious mind can remember this freedom. And every time you notice the old habit of holding back, of constraint, of suppression, you can smile inwardly and choose again. Because the old inhibition was only a pattern, and patterns can change. The mind can learn, the body can update, the face can soften, and the heart can participate. And you can discover that day by day it feels more and more normal to be open, expressive, playful, and confident. Still thoughtful, still respectful, still wise, but much, much freer. And now let that freer you move through future scenarios. See yourself in one situation, then another and another, calmly speaking, joining in, expressing opinions, receiving attention, letting your personality come through. And each scene teaches the unconscious mind, this is safe enough. This is natural enough. This is me. And now it's time to bring this session to a close. In a moment I'll count from 1 to 5, and with each number you can begin returning to ordinary waking awareness, bringing with you the benefits of this experience. Your unconscious mind can keep what's useful, arrange it properly, and let these changes unfold naturally in the days ahead. 1. Beginning to return now, bringing back a calm sense of self-acceptance. 2. Feeling the energy beginning to move gently through your body. 3. Becoming more aware of the room around you, the surface beneath you, the air on your skin. 4. Taking a deeper breath now, moving your fingers and toes, feeling refreshed, steady, and quietly confident. And 5. Eyes open when you're ready, coming all the way back, feeling alert, refreshed, and good throughout your body. You can take a stretch if you want, as your mind becomes clear and your face can soften. And as you return fully, you may already notice something pleasantly different. A little more room within, a little more ease, a little more permission to live from the inside out. And from this point forward, you may find that ordinary moments begin to surprise you in ways that are unexpected. A conversation may feel easier, a smile comes sooner, a thought becomes words before the old hesitation can stop it. You'll notice yourself participating more naturally and only afterwards realize how comfortable it felt. And each time you allow even a little more of yourself to show, that freedom becomes more familiar, more comfortable, and more automatic. Thank you for joining me in this session today and for taking this time to relax, renew, and become more comfortable to expressing who you truly are. Let these changes continue gently and naturally in a way that best fits you. And you can return to this session whenever you want to strengthen that calm inner freedom. And until next time, goodbye and good mental health.